fix. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting ourselves into Game 2. Gaimin Gladiators versus Team Falcons. As I say, I think we're all hoping for a closer game after that one. We had a very quick, that was sub 30-minute victory for Falcons in that first game of the day here on this Ember stream. Smoker from both sides, going to get that vision set up across the mid lane. We're going to see very similar stuff here as we saw last game. Anybody going to get caught by one another? Probably unlikely, as I don't think either side would necessarily be hunting for that first blood here before the bell goes. Dracho, this time around, the lane matchup that he's going to have to deal with, obviously he's going to have the same in support here with Celery on the Undying, is going to be up against Crit's Bat, of course, who had an insane game last game, and Mars Doom once more. So the same scenario on this bottom lane for Dracho to be dealing with. Of course, last game was the hero to suffer first blood. They were able to take him out first. See if they're able to find a repeat of that, Falcons, with Amar and Crit. And the bounty runes. Anybody going to try and get the advantage? Doesn't look to be, so will be the 3 for 1, in fact. Oh, sorry, no, 2 for 2. Yeah, they weren't able to get that up there, but Snake King does find the Observer ward. So good early D ward. Top lane, this Dragon Knight, we see it so much. I mean, at least the hero icon when it comes to the drafts in the bans or the picks. And definitely one of the reasons why they have this flexibility. It's just definitely going to have quite a game one to step up to in terms of performance Skeeter on the DK, because Marine on his DK, he did phenomenally. I think he did end up just not dying at all. It was 709 from the mid DK last game, Marine. See what Skeeter can do from the position 1 on it. And whether Ace can put any pressure onto him here with the help of Tofu, if they have any sort of kill potential. Nice little jump there from Snake King. Dodging the sticky bomb, making sure they can continue to trade with the techies. And this mid matchup, two beefy boys. Quinn on the Kunkka, Marine on the Primal Beast. Unlikely to see one of these two going down unless we get some sort of early rotation in from the supports. Could definitely happen from the side of Falcons. After a few levels, Skeeter may be pretty safe to be left on his own, and Snake King can have the luxury of trying to throw a stray arrow in on the mid lane. Now bottom lane, I think the biggest thing we're watching out for is for Dracho to not give up first blood like he did last game. He can get kind of past that bit, and he's already going to be in a better spot. He got okay farm in the first game. Nothing crazy. I mean, compared to his teammates, looked fantastic. Nobody else on his team was getting any sort of farm in that game 1. So again, Snake King working very nicely here. The sort of way Mirana support against the techies. Tofu, each and every time he's throwing out these sticky bombs, Snake King just leaps. As soon as he sees them in the air, he presses the leap, he dodges it easily. A very nice little way that hero plays out against the techies. And once again, hey, you're back. Hey. Poor Tofu, that's 3 sticky bombs, and he just can't hit them against these leaps. It's pretty much impossible to get them onto the Mirana. So Snake King's feeling great about this matchup. Bottom lane.
All right, no one died. Perfect. Thank you, Owen.
No,
Thank you for
didn't miss
making
anything.
sure they chilled out. I appreciate it.
I think that's Tombstone deny. So we're watching out.
No,
yeah, what do we
we're
got?
in the last game, buddy. I just looked bottom. There's an Alk, and then
exactly
I think I loaded into the wrong one.
I mean, the question is, will Dracho be the one to get first blooded? I feel like he's going to try extra hard not to, right? You can't have it happen 2 games in a row when you're playing the same lane. That's going to feel bad.
I do like this pause here in mid as Quinn is like, there's this primal beast just in between his towers. Mallory's just pausing on him, just letting him know. You see what I did? I'll do it again. Don't think I won't. Looks like Crit needs a little bit of a reconnect here. A couple of players. Okay, how's Brood doing? How's that been? Looking all right up there?
Yeah, pretty decent farm. I mean, not really being able to touch the DK, of course, at the moment. Probably going to continue like that. And as the support play goes, I think, as we've been seeing, Snake King's having a bit of a better time compared to Tofu. It's just, yeah, Tofu, he keeps throwing out the stickies, but they never catch on to him. Snake King's been super quick with the leaps.
Can't Can't even get his classic harass going. Looks like the camp is still blocked there too, so yeah, we're just chilling. Who's gonna die first here? It's looking like bottom, isn't it? They're getting pretty low. Again, we have the sticks ready.
At the end of the day, like I think in terms of the setup, unfortunately for Dota2, he is in the spot in the lane where it is most likely that they will be able to kill this out of all the potential kills across the board. And even looking at Gaimin Gladiators side of things, I don't think Gladiators is going to be getting a kill top. So it's this bottom lane where something's going to go down.
All right, back we go.
And the big chance is going to be when the level 3s are hit. That's when Dota2's got to be very careful. Even now already, I guess he's got a few stick charges to rely on, and he is going up.
Quinn just tried something a little crazy there, I think, with that torrent. If that had a hit, that would have been wild. Yeah, I think he was trying to catch a, if I'm not crazy, an onslaughting in Primal Beast, but not quite. Would have been very gnarly if he did it. And ooh, celery!
Yeah, that was nice.
What a play! All right. So Mallory's a lot of wasted time running around here right now.
Yeah, CS at the moment in the mid lane, 17 for 2 on Quinn, 14 and 1 on Mallory. Pretty close. Mallory a bit low, Quinn. He's going to set up the combo. Won't kill him, but good harass here, keeping Mallory low whilst he is out of bottle charges. A couple more Tidebringer hits and Mallory might have to step out of lane for a bit of time. Quinn doing very good here with harassment.
Always a bit scary
2 seconds for X. He can kill. He's got the X mark into the torrent. If he can land the Tidebringer angle as well off the creep, he can't. And crit, he knew that Quinn was going to be going for this sort of play, so he turns up to mid. I mean, Quinn saw the opportunity to try and go for it. It looked to be there. It wasn't. It was all part of the plan for Falcons as they bait him in. Crit swings around towards the mid lane, and Malrine gets first blood.
Gotta say, last tournament, Mallory was dropping a lot of smiley faces in these instances. I don't know. Do we have a code of conduct going on here? I want to see some all chat here from Mallory. He's been pretty savage lately in those exact plays, because if you watch their games, this happens a lot. He gets really low mid, and the enemy attempts something, and in comes crit out of the fog, you know? Just swooping in out of the darkness to surprise them. Or sometimes it's just raw Mallory making the big plays, to be honest.
And so that early warding setup they got around the mid lane, getting that sentry up on the cliff, making sure that whole vision area was clear, just allows for that sort of angle for crit to come in very nicely. So those sort of early setups of the mid lane paying off there, allowing crit to come in and catch Quinn as such.
Not the first blood I was expecting, that's for sure.
No, not in the mid like that. Bottom lane, a little bit of an attempt to start things, but Dratcher's not able to get the concoction off. And that might cause some issues for him. The tombstone will be dropped by Celery. Dratchio trying to get back under tower. TPs are coming in, so Falcons won't be able to dive for the kill. And maybe there's a turnaround potential. Tofu's in with a sticky bomb. Stick charges are there, though, for crit. Blast off comes in from Tofu. They kill off crit. Another concoction comes out onto Amar. The zombies continue to chase him as they will be able to take out the two of them. Double kill for Celery. Gaimin Gladiators coming in with a good punch there on the bottom lane.
That TP from Tofu was so crucial. Because, I mean, you look at how that started with that self-stun in the wave, like, not necessarily really a big bait moment there from Duracho, but it works out in the end. I certainly can't blame Falcons for going in that moment because they want to use these stick charges they're getting from all the decays. Is now at the rune. Quinn the bounce back. Back
by the flame break. He has got the run buff on him, but it doesn't matter. Marine's in with a grab. Another death for Quinn here in the mid lane. They'll look to chase out Tofu with a sticky napalm stacking up and the Firefly up on the ground. Tofu, a couple of right clicks from death. He goes down. Crit once again with the presence to come towards the mid lane, ensuring that this area continues to be beautiful for Malrine. He's 2-0-1 and pretty rough for Quinn. A couple of deaths now back to back on the mid Kunkka.
Yeah, I was thinking Kunkka as being the stable hero to make sure this kind of stuff doesn't happen in mid. And that's not the case.
Move. Malrine, excellent stuff. Picks up the shield rune, swings over towards top. It's an easy setup from Skeeter with the Dragon Tail. As Marion gets the angle, Ace is
and
gone.
the wisdom.
Oh, they got to stop this. They got to try and stop. I don't think they can't. Have they got any way to stop him from picking him up? Ooh, they will. Celery's able to get in and grab it. Let's see if they can continue to fight here, though. Gonna just opt for the TP out here, Marion. Knows that there's no further way for that to be stopped. Snaking as well, quick leaping the TP out. They'll get away, but at least for Gaimin Gladiators, they do make sure that that Wisdom Rune doesn't go into the hands of Team Falcons.
Yeah, if things just would have been getting even worse at that point. So good attempt there too with the pulverize, because like in theory, if the timing had been perfect, maybe he stuns up midair or something onto Tofu, but not able to get it. So rune secured. Game Gladiators, I mean, they've got to be feeling like this is really similar to last game, where it slowly started to slip away. Like, it's not big leads anywhere, but you kind of feel like you're just losing out on all the moves that you make. Really, the only big win they had was that bottom double kill there for Celery when Tofu made the TP rotation. But stacks are being formed up here. A boat mid. I don't think this is a kill, though.
He's out of there, yep. Marine, he's out. Backup arrives. They can't continue to chase. They've got no further catch.
Tower is under attack.
And at the same time, down bottom, Dracho's getting pressured pretty heavily. Quinn, he'll swing across with a TP in order to try and help out. They'll get the concoction out. Crit is here. And Amar, he's got the 6. Can he get the Doom off? He can. He's able to drop it down onto Duracho. Sure, Amar dies, but he got the job done. He sets them up to be able to take down both Quinn and Duracho. Tofu's also going to get grabbed. They grab it sort of mid-blast off there. The disarm will be in place, so Tofu's actually going to survive. Maori might just die to the zombies. Celery's got another decay in a second. And Celery, he'll clean them up with the zombies alone. So they lose the 2 cores on Gaimin Gladiators, but honestly, with the way things are going, I think Celery's going to be stepping up and say, well, maybe it's my turn to be the carry. He's picked up 4 kills so far. He's trying to do his best.
Crit, meanwhile, trying to get a snag here onto Tofu. Knowing that he was kind of low, but he might pay for it. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's popping the ulti. Celery wants him. Get back here. It's a little bit too fast, that wind lace,
I mean, Tofu's got another sticky bomb. I mean, yeah, they can't chase up to the high ground, though. Crit, he's going to be fine.
Gotta say, it's kind of a crime that he didn't get that kill after grabbing him mid-blast off. Because that was pretty cool looking. But alas. Malrine will not be successful on that one, and yeah, dying to the zombies, very unexpected there. So how rich is he right now on dying? Still not even close to Crit, actually. Crit is humongous right now. He is catching up to Ace, in fact.
Yeah, I'm gonna check actually what the blink dagger timing was on Crit last game, because it was already very good there. It may be even better this time. Okay, no way. Okay, last game it was insane actually. Last game it was 13 minutes 10. Which, I mean, he might be on track to beat that this game, right? Still got 3 minutes left on that.
Yeah, like he's got his stacks going.
Is under attack.
Marine, he's got the grab, but Quinn was ready with the torrent in preparation for that one. X-Mark into the boat combo, straight down onto the Primal Beast. Jump forward with the blast off and the Tiebringer angle hitting onto the 2 of them, but Crit's here. Celery will drop down the Tombstone. Tofu attempts to push forward, but Snaking's able to leap away. Crit, focusing the Tombstone, a couple more hits. The disarm was there from Tofu, so protected for a little bit, but the Tombstone still goes down. So does Tofu. Crit's got he's got the lasso into the Dragon Tail from Skeeter. They'll be able to catch Quinn, and with the 2 kills like that going to Crit, I think I can safely say that this Blink Daggers is going to be even faster than Game 1's Blink.
I was worried Malrine was going to like go steal those stacks. He wouldn't get a goal out of the bat, and then he just comes in and scoops a couple kills. And now on to Duraccio.
Yeah, straight to Duracho.
They have the Doom. Oh, the net is out.
He's got the setup with the ensnare into the Doom.
Is under attack.
As Duracio's gone.
Dire's top tower.
The moves keep coming out here from Falcons. I think again in game 1 around 11 minutes, it was about this 1k gold lead, but it was the beginning. You know, it was a sign of things to come. And it may just be so once again here with these insane timings that Falcons are hitting.
I mean, and now, yeah, right into the jungle here. Get this big stack that he set up, and there it is, 11 minutes.
He just beat his high score last game by 2 minutes. 11-minute blink here on Crit's support bat.
And it's, again, another game versus an Alchemist. And this is the hero that hates to see this. He's so desperate to just hit that early timing. He does not want these gankers that can catch you so early on in the game. And right now, there's no Starstorm left here for Snake King. So these spiders are going to be doing all the damage.
Get the pick off here. We'll give them a chance to push onto the tier 1. Elsewhere on the map, yeah, it's terrifying with this Blink Dagger bat ready to roll. Oh,
he lost the courier again?
That's a rough one. That was the relic.
Again?
That's the relic gone for 2 minutes.
Are we just watching this? Did we load the replay? What?
And in the mid, Tofu's been caught. Another kill to be found from Falcons as Gladiators game, it's getting slowed down once again.
I mean, it's still only a 1K lead, but again, we say this, it's also an out game. But you know, Copium, it's a Doom. It's okay. That's fine. I don't know. I mean, he needs this Radiance, and he needs to fight. And unfortunately, he has the Radiance now. That's the worst part. If it wasn't for the Relic being dead. Oh, and now Ace. Honestly, I was more concerned for him with this Invis Primal Beast. I thought Malrine was going to make a play there.
Let's see what they can go for. I mean, they want to try and go for Ace. They've got the Moonlight Shadow set up. This will allow Malrine to get in and start things off with the ultimate. If they can get the clear angle for the arrow, it's going to be good lockdown. At the same time, Crit elsewhere's killed off Celery. Here's the setup on towards Ace top. He's trying to run, but he's gone. They'll knock him back with the onslaught into the breathe fire. The spider gets killed off. TPs were coming in, but not quick enough to capitalize on anything in return. Falcons, they were able to retreat, and Quinn, he's not able to get a grab for the counterplay.
Yeah, it looks like they ensnared and just killed Celery down bottom at the same time. So, across the map kills here. Skeeter already finished up his Mage Slayer, going towards his own Blink Dagger once more. Let's just buy more and more Blinks for another game here on the side of Falcons and just keep running them over. Guardian Greaves every game as well for snaking on his Mirana.
I'm just watching that courier to make sure it does safely get out to Duracho this time. At the moment, there's a ward. They got the ward right. Who's that nearby? He's snaking.
Wait, what? Wait.
No,
oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, they did see it pass over, but I mean, if snaking was a little bit closer, he would be leaping in and killing that courier for sure. But it will make it over to Duracho. He's finally got his Radiance safely in his hands.
We'll see if he maybe wants to go. He doesn't have time. I was going to say, it'd be nice if he could just show on that wave up top here to maybe make this bottom gank a bit more successful, but he's got a Wisdom Rune he's got to scoot on over to because it's 14 minutes past, so get on over there and grab that for the Alk. Try and recover his game somewhat. But this is a long walk and smoke and a whole lot of nothing. Meanwhile, your opponents are smoking into you. Moonlight Shadow isn't back up for another 30 seconds, so they don't have that double layer of deception.
There they go.
There's Tofu.
Who's going to stop him? Quinn, he's got a TP out! But the lasso's in from Crit. He puts a stop to the TP straight away. Mari's got the follow-up grab, slamming Quinn into the ground. As Quinn will fall, Crit will die in return, but he does not mind what bit. As they get the 2-for-1, maybe even the 3-for-1. Skeeter's Dragon sailing in onto Celery. They're diving past the tier 2. Onslaught's back up from Malrine. They'll get the 3 kills here.
Duracho, thinking about doing something a little crazy? Yeah, no, I got no ulti.
Oh, Malrine.
Oh, dude.
Oh.
All right, call it. Get me out.
That's the rough one.
Get me out.
That's the rough one there. Ow. Okay, well. It could be going the same way as game 1, that's for sure. 16-7 now, 5k lead. Falcons, they're on the trajectory to do it again. In quite a phenomenal fashion. They've looked fantastic today.
I just can't even imagine the comms right now for Malrine. I would love.
Hey,
please, Falcons.
He's able to get the silence off. He's trying to juke this. Malrine's not able to close in onto Ace. Ace is going to be okay for now. The run. Buffer's going to be there, but doesn't get a connection with the boat. The Falcons can step back. I mean, Marine's got a full Eternal Shroud now on top of the Blade Mail. He's borderline unkillable. Well, they know that Celery's here. And they'll get the knockback into the stomping of Malrine. We'll drop the tombstone. There is a silence and a torrent. Blast off coming in onto the high ground for Tofu. But the tombstone's been taken out. Marine will get the off, but he's very, very low. They have managed to kill him.
Has been killed.
Can they get anything more with this?
Courier.
Trying to chase, no, crit, he's in on top of them. Jumps and he gets the lasso straight away on a waist. The knockback as well with the flame break. Skeeter and Crit, they're going to look to chase down Quinn. Quinn tries with the torrent, but he's not going to connect with it. Double kill for Skeeter. Duracho's looking towards Crit, just able to get out of the radius of that radiance. And he's out with a blink. And Skeeter is ready to tag team back in over towards Celery. As they jump in onto the Undying. Celery to fall. Triple kill for Skeeter. The heals come in. Crit's perfectly fine. I mean, Falcons, they can keep going in this fight if they want to. I mean, they've ensnared Duracho. And we'll respect the fact that he's cooking up another concoction. But Gladiators, they just can't catch a break in these team fights. They're not even able to finish off the squishier of kills. Crit survives.
They're just playing with a confidence of a ridiculous level right now, Falcons. And it's working. You know, they're playing really cocky and in your face, and they're making the plays to back it up. Oh, look at Quinn. He's trying. He's so close. But now it's a risky X.
I mean, can they go on this Marine?
Dude, I don't know. He's not boating. He's like, no.
I think that's it, yeah. X mark into a torrent, into a nope the hell out of there.
Oh, good. Arcane Rune now for the Primal Beast as well. Give himself a real nasty fight.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
And as expected, the support bat knocking down the tower in the top lane. There's no rules in this game.
Oh no, I mean, I'll tell you what as well.
He's gonna pass Ace again.
Well, I was like at the start, I was like, well, at least Quinn's gonna have a better game. Spoiler, he isn't. I think this one's going even rougher for him on the old gold at this point compared to Zeus. He's had a rough time today. They have really shut down Quinn in the mid.
I think they kind of just shut down all three lanes too. Like I'm trying to think of like who's supposed to rotate and make stuff happen. You know, in this game, I guess Ace has the Orca, but he's not been able to use it.
They're trying to go on Amar in the mid. Duracho's in on top of him, but they ain't finishing off that kill. Amar just turns around, drops the Doom down onto Duracho. They'll take the Tombstone out, but Gaimin Gladiators, they just have to go full retreat. The Blink Dagger's out onto Amar as well, so they're getting to the point, Falcons, where they can chase kill after kill after kill. And Gladiators are just sent scattered across the map once again.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me, Crit. I mean, can you relax?
Is he getting away with this? He's getting away with that. Diving into the base. Look how low. He's just teasing around with him. He's incredibly low. But he's playing around, getting in with the vision on the high ground. They get the double kill on Malrine.
That ward off to the left there, yeah. Thank you very much. Great ward.
This is crazy stuff. This is crazy stuff. I mean, as I was saying, I think you were saying as well before today, I hadn't actually had any chance to cast some of these Team Falcons games, but this is top tier stuff. I mean, it doesn't really get much better performance-wise from this squad as a whole. Everything is just perfectly in tune with one another. It's all working. I mean, to be fair, you know, they did get to play pretty much the same draft 2 times in a row here. And as I say, I think if they ever get the chance to pick at least those 4 heroes they started the draft off with both times, they'll do it every time. I don't think there's any reason to ever change this up if it gets let through. Bottom lane, Ace. It's another kill for Falcons.
I mean, Malrine has just been incredible, too. Like, the fact that he just shares a hero pool there with Amar just causes so many problems in the draft, and then just his ability to control the map has been amazing both of these games. They will lose Snaking. The sacrificial captain immediately declares that I only die because they have a ward. I don't see a ward, though. I'm going to be honest with you there, Snake. I think he got, but that's okay.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
We'll see what the plan is next. In terms of the next big items for Falcons, well, we're getting the Aghanim's very close to be done on Malrine. Amar getting his BKB finished up next up on the shopping list. And if we look towards Skeeter, what's he got shipped out to him right now? He has got the completed Manta done. Everything continues to fall into place here for Falcons. Gladiators, they have to clear up the Tormentor. Straccio just about half the gold away from the recipe of his own BKB. He's trying to go towards the BKB next. And Quinn just wants to get that Ags done so there can be a bit more oomph in the team fight that may give them a chance.
I mean, the potential to ruin an onslaught is big because, you know, he hasn't gone for a BKB or anything, so he could really just, like, mess up the Primal Beast. But.
He's found the target again. He's in with the blink. Duraccio's gone. I don't know. What do you do? What do you do against this Trent?
It's even like they got the good shard roll too between Undying and Techies, but unfortunately it's just not a great game for the reactive taser because the Primal Beast doesn't care. He disarms himself. You think he cares if you're gonna disarm him? And I feel like it's Malrine who's just like running in here, destroying everything. Same thing with the Doom, right? Like, yeah, I'm Shiva's guarding and dooming you. I can wait out a taser disarm. It's not really gonna buy you a whole lot of time in this one.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
I mean, they're trying anything they can right now. Stellary is going to show here on this wave. Oh, Snaking just arrowed, though. No chance to chase down this Undying. And let him go.
Crit. He's looking for it and he'll find it. No hesitation there. Anybody shows their face mid, Crit's going to be in with the lasso. And he gets it. Dragged back on
The worst
Tofu.
part is that ward just dissipated as well right after he got 2 kills on it, so they might come out now and immediately throw down a sentry because they're like, oh yeah, I forgot to D-ward last time. And it's just already gone. Nice. But there's the egg.
Trying to make these solo plays onto Snaking, but the Greaves are there. Turn around and play. It's a dead spider once again. Let's see, how long did they last in game 1? Game 1, 28 minutes and 31 seconds. This one might beat that one, Trent. It might be a bit quicker. One more fight, one high ground push, and this game's going to be over in an instant. What do they do, Gladiators? Trying to work towards these next items, but they're just so far away.
Radiant are scanning.
Falcons. Oh, Draccio. He's considering a jump himself here. He's only going to end up stunning himself with a concoction. Wasn't able to get it off in time. The Falcons giving a little bit of respect here. They will back off. They don't want to try and take this fight whilst Gladiators have the high ground.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
See when they can make the move to next. Gladiators. They'll try and get the dewarding done and get themselves back under. Yeah, to set up for the high ground defense. It's going to be their best chance at maybe Falcons overstepping the mark and giving something a take.
Okay.
Ooh, he tries with a lasso. This time he won't get
another one.
I mean, he just knows at this stage he can make that sort of blink and there's no way that Gladiators punish it. As top, they'll look to take some freebies here. Tofu attempting to push out the lane, but Amar and Malrine, they've got him.
And yeah, they just have no concerns about like going high ground, ending this game or anything. I mean, you just look around at their itemizations, just they know like we're not panicking. There's no rush here. We haven't even taken the rush. Like we don't need to. We're hunting heroes. We're farming them. We're way stronger. We're gonna keep up that strength. We're gonna get our BKBs. We're chilling. Like I mean, they have the strength right now to probably just run them over twice. Honestly, in their base, it feels like, but they don't want to present that risk. Since the Kunkka Eggs is kind of hoping you try that.
I mean, they're going for Malrine. They're going to give it a bit of an attempt. He gets forced to the side. They've brought him down to half HP. They've got the Torrent Storm coming in. They'll do it. They'll kill him off. They're able to kill the Primal. Can they turn this into anything else? He's just going to jump in and try and finish off Duraccio during the Doom. And ooh, they'll manage to do so. Duraccio's out of the fight. Lasso's there from Crit on towards Quinn. Snaking's getting chased on the backlines, but he has the Greaves to remove the silence. Doesn't matter. He'll still fall here. They'll get a couple of kills, Gladiators. Whether that's going to be enough, though, I don't think so, because Skeeter and Amar, they're continuing to get a bit of a cleanup, and Snare to hold back Ace, make sure he can't get in to benefit off the lifesteal, burnt down by the brief fire of Skeeter.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It's, you know, the best fight the Gladiators have had so far this series, but that really isn't saying much, because it's still a terrible one. And Maureen, there's the all chat you're expecting, or a little bit of
there he is.
teasing earlier. Like, where's Maureen? He's being very quiet this game. He'll come out with a debated, because indeed, Gladiators, they lose way much more than Falcons do in that scenario. And in fact, even Seller is going to get cleaned up. Ends up being an effective team wipe for Falcons. It's rough. A rough one here for Gladiators. But at least, they could probably make this game last a bit longer than game one. Because game one, as I said, was 28 minutes, 31 seconds. Unless they call GG in the next minute, it will be a slight improvement. You know, that they lasted a bit longer this time against Falcons.
I mean, we'll see. We get to use the Aghanims as well from the Conky. You saw how effective it can be. Yep. See that
He's
egg?
just chilling there.
Look at it go.
Dragon tail to the face. He's out. He'll get at least the boat off in time. Quinn's dead. They kill off the supports in return. So, again, something. Not the best of trades, but a trade. They'll take whatever they can to try and keep this game alive right now.
Dire are scanning.
Great, a double damage flying Black Dragon here. Kind of terrifying. Oh, Doraggio.
Uh-oh. It's a very, very dead Alchemist. He's going to try and run it with a BKB, but there's no running from this dragon. They're both dead. Double kill for Amar. In fact, he'll get the last touch on them.
And the gem even dropped down if it wasn't bad enough already.
Oi. Tier 2 is going to be going down on the bottom lane. Falcons continue to take what they want in this game.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Yeah, I mean, you look back, you just think, how was this game supposed to play out for Gaimin Gladiators? And I think a lot of that comes down to like Kunkka connections in towards like this Broodmother and using the Orchid and trying to control like across the river, top half of the map and stuff, and they never got there. I don't remember Gaimin Gladiators crossing the river this game.
Back to the high ground for Gladiators.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
They're very hydrophobic, you know? They're just staying far away from that river. They're going to chill up here on the high ground. We're going to have a potential flood here.
Quinn, he steps up. They will be able to glimmer him after he gets dragon tailed upon. Doraggio goes in with the concoction, but he's not able to throw it in time because the onslaught comes in, knocks him in place. The grab comes in from Maureen. They might get a good stun duration onto Skeeter. Skeeter's able to get forced up to the high ground. Falcons continue to dive in under this tier 2, but the tombstone's doing a bit of work. The zombies are building up. Skeeter's getting low. A concoction's there. Skeeter's in trouble, potentially not Maureen. Because of the onslaught, pushes them back. Doesn't matter. Skeeter still falls. Blastoff's there. Maureen also to fall. This time, it's a clean fight from Gladiators. They get the 2 big kills. They don't lose anything themselves. Finally, something's it looks up for there. It looks up for Gladiators. They get a fight. The question is, what can they do with it? It's a whole minute now. There's no DK. There's no primal. What can Gladiators get done with this?
That was a crazy amount to give away. That was 7,000 experience they just got total added to Gaimin Gladiators there with those kills. Bit too aggressive, but one thing that they were missing. Oh, okay. Hold on. One thing they were missing was the Doom and the Lasso. You know, it's obviously been a pretty important part of these engagements for Falcons throughout this entire game since that Blink Dagger came out so early for crit. Been very consistent and easy to execute every single time. So that's probably your one where you kind of give one away a little bit. Now they'll likely go back, get Roche, finish up these BKBs like on crit and Skeeter, and then we'll see them get a little bit closer to the base once more.
So Gladiators, I mean, yeah, do you think you sort of sit back and wait for Falcons to maybe make that mistake again? Or do you try and go out?
It would be nice.
And look for something yourself that you've been given this little bit of a step up?
mean, best ways to try and get back into the game like this usually comes down to something like the creep wave has someone separated and you know they're not at full numbers or something, but that is going to be hard to achieve because they have this Mirana and Bat who have both been pretty vigilant about just like grabbing straight creep waves. I mean, you got what, 130 last hits on crit, 116 on Snay. I mean, they recognize that, and plus the boost of travel there. So on crit, it's pretty hard to split them up. So it's going to be difficult to grab any pickoffs. So yeah, like you're saying, you are kind of dependent on them being the ones that force things, because forcing things as Gaimin Gladiators is pretty difficult right now. I mean, how can you?
Roshan into the hands of Falcons. They'll take that Aegis. So they'll give a hit to Skeeter. Next time around, if they do want to try and make that sort of dive, they'll have more of a chance of getting away with it. And Mione done on Dyrachyo, so a big step up in the amount of damage output he'll be punching out.
It is a little surprising to see it on the DK, since he is a transformation hero, but I think part of the reasoning being that he is sort of their only consistent right-click damage, too, at the same time. You know, Primal Beast and Doom kind of have their thing they do, and then you're just like chilling on your cooldowns.
And so now, for Quinn, with the Bloodstone done on him, do you think this will be enough that kind of between that spell lifesteal and the run buff, he's actually going to be pretty hard to kill in the team fights?
It looked like it last fight, didn't it? Like, he did sustain for a pretty long time. He doesn't have a whole lot to add on top of it, though. I mean, he has, I guess, the Glimmer and the Mech, maybe. Might be enough, because it's all about, like, stacking a lot of these, like, oh, you have heals coming from your allies, and you have these reductions and resistances, and then the Bloodstone spell lifesteal's coming in, and eventually, like, break this threshold where the damage that your enemy is expecting to kill you isn't even coming close. That's not what you want, but oh, there's also a Doom, you know.
He steps up, he gets caught.
He doesn't even need it.
He's out for 60, spent up for the Bloodstone. No money for buyback.
That hurts. And I mean, part of that, yeah, like it all comes back to the Doom too, because obviously that's kind of Doom's whole jam now. Is that if we just Doom this Kunkka, even if he like let's say gets off the Torrent Storm or something, he's still in for a world of pain.
Gladiators, they're taking a bit of a risk here. They're going to go for a smoke move with just the 4 of them. See if they catch anyone on Falcons, split apart from the rest of the squad. At the moment, not looking like it. Maybe they run into Amar, but he is not an easy target. They're going to try. Let's see if they can kill off the Doom. There's the jump, but at the same time, Amar, he was actually already making the jump over to Celery, which works in his favor because it gets him away from the initiation of Dyrachyo. And Amar, he's out of there.
I like how his BKB didn't even last till the end of that TP, but they still abandoned it anyway. Let him go. They don't get the kill pretty quick to me. Pretty damn hard here as Falcons just lying in wait here at the 35-minute. What? Oh, okay, bottle. I missed the bottle. Probably just saw the 0 XP for a second. I was like, wait, hold on. There we go. 1,400 XP for Mallory. Well, 21.
A bit more careful about how they push for the next. Attempt at a siege. They've got a refresher done on Amar. He's already been fantastic with the Doom usage. Now he's going to have a couple of them to drop down in these fights.
I'd say it's just about time to go here. If you're Falcons, you know, only what, minute 44 left on this Aegis. Time to head to the high ground, I reckon.
I mean, and this is going to be pretty rough as well, because I guess now with the luxury of the 2 Dooms, Mark, he can throw one of them down on Quinn, and suddenly that whole Bloodstone stuff is going to be pretty useless.
Yep.
Tofu is going to get gone on here by Malorine. I'll step back up to the high ground. Celery drops the Tombstone. Malorine's able to pop BKB, and now with the jump in from Amar, he's going to drop the first Doom down onto Dyrachyo. On to the second one, he's got the BKB charge. Continues to stand on top of the Alchemist. The turn towards Celery. There's the refresher. He's ready for round 2. Round 2 is going to get dropped down onto Ace. Doom the Spider, Ace and Quinn to fall. Whilst Falcons, they lose nobody. And they're still in pretty darn good shape as well. Everybody pretty much above half HP at the minimum.
Yeah, and no Doom even required there on Quinn. They just go with the Dragon Tail into the arrow, gets chain stun for a lifetime, and takes 5,000 damage from a Dragon Knight, pretty much. So, okay, it was 2,000, but you know, big damage, easy fight. And yes, they have lasted longer, but I don't know if the hope has gotten any larger. It's been, oh, maybe Dota Plus is just broken, I guess, because it says it was 0% this whole time.
Wait, they said it the whole time? That's a bit rough. Yeah, 0%.
They saw game one and we're just like, eh.
They saw that they got the same 4 heroes on Falcons. They're like, oh, okay, well, you didn't beat them once. You're not doing it this time.
We did this one already. It's, yeah. A little rerun.
Fortification here. They'll have the full team back up in 10. With the illusions out onto the racks. Falcons, they'll still get the job done here on this bottom lane.
Gaimin Gladiators, they're looking for solutions. Dyrachyo is going for the Basher, thinking, I'll get the Abyssal, then we can do something, you know? Try and turn around these fights. Sudden Bash and Abyssal onto someone. Maybe that's what I need. Skeeter's BKB gold is ready now, and he will opt for it.
Smoke time for the Gladiators. Can they get
Couple of runes here.
Quinn. A little bit far from the team now, so not likely to be able to find a setup. They're getting close to one another once again. I mean, this is scary territory here for Gladiators. That smoke not succeeding. Probably want to fall back to their high ground. They're going to know that Falcons will be beginning to close in upon them. Trying to do his best here with the Spider's Ace to just get as much information as he can. Splitting them across the map.
I love the free movement of this dragon. I think it's like my favorite part of the Aghanim's. It's so good for doing exactly this. Just like circling around the base, ensuring, you know, check the tree lines, make sure there's no one sneaky over there.
They're going to try and jump in. Drash is going to go in the jumper. Amar's there straight in response, drops down the Doom. He's ready with a second one as well as they chase them up to the base, up to the high ground, crits in with the lasso, drags back Ace. As Dyrachyo's caught by the Dragon Tail stun, Tofu's in with the blast off, but Skeeter's in with the BKB on top of Dyrachyo. The Alchemist is out. There's saying to be said, oh no, Ace actually survives on minimal HP there. I think the Kunkka's run buff keeping him safe. So Ace will live, but they've lost Dyrachyo. He's gone for a minute, and again, Falcons, they lose nothing.
Yeah, he is not coming back there with the Revenant's Brooch purchased up. Noble attempt there.
I mean, trying to, yeah, I guess sort of go for something that's going to allow him to do some sort of damage to the DK.
Yeah, focus more like single target as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Lasso's back up. It's go time. Crit's ready to dive.
It certainly is, and there it is. Crit's in. Grabs Ace. Ace. He's going to get a bit of time to hit back, but that's not enough time. He's out. Quinn gets grabbed by Malorine. Still no buyback available on Dyrachyo or Ace. Quinn completely surrounded in attempt for the blast off there from Tofu, but he's put to a stop by the Yules. Quinn, he has got buyback. He'll use it immediately. Dyrachyo's going to be back in 5 seconds. But the top racks are exposed. I'll say Falcons want to play this. They'll use the Moonlight Shadow. Skeeter's continue with the push. Torrent connection onto Malorine. Skeeter, he's actually going to jump in over towards Stellary, and he'll find him with the Dragon Tail. Malorine jumps in. The Doom's back up. As Dyrachyo's out again. There's a buyback available on Stellary, but none on the cause. As GG, it's cool. Game 2 goes to Falcons.